Hello and welcome back to KXAN Plus. I am your host, Esmeralda Zamora, and today is our Freddy's Weekend Watch segment with our meteorologist, Freddy Vella. Freddy, how are you doing? Thanks for joining.
I'm doing fantastic. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's almost the weekend again, so of course we have to talk about some fun events happening in Austin, and you always have the best events to talk about.
Yeah, and I'm excited about this week. It is jam-packed full of things for people to do, including a rodeo, including a feature movie that people can go watch for free, and so many other things that you're able to do. There's just a lot. There's no reason to stay home this weekend at all.
Yeah, there's no reason to stay home. We're getting a little bit of rain in the forecast lately throughout the week, so it may be a bit cooler to be outside. I don't know, but these events definitely would want me to be outside.
Yeah, we are looking at probably one of the, we've had some showers leading up to now into the weekend, but it looks like the rain is going to finally subside. We're going to get a bit more sunshine back. Our temperatures are going to creep back, unfortunately, as we get out towards Sunday. We have a lot going for us and a lot to do, so there's no reason to be out there. In fact, let's talk about some of the events.
You even teased last week a special part of this week's show that everyone's going to have to wait till the end to watch, right?
Yeah, you're going to want to stick around for this. In fact, let's just talk about the event, and then we'll kind of tease what people can check out. So first, let's talk about the event and what's going to be going on. We have the PBR Gambler Days here at the Moody Center this weekend in Austin. So what does this mean? What's going on? Well, it's happening Friday, August 22nd, all the way through Sunday, August 24th. It's going to be at the Moody Center, and it's all professional bull riding, and they're going to have a ton of different things that you can do. Team tournament, there's a concert, they're going to have an expo there, they're going to have tons of entertainment, and of course, our very own Austin Gamblers are going to be there. And if for some reason you can't head out to Moody Center, don't worry, you can actually watch PBR Gambler Days on our CW Austin show or channel on Saturday and Sunday. Check the local listings, because we do have times there that you can check them out. It's a little later in the day on Saturday and then earlier in the day on Sunday, but it coincides with a lot of events that are going to be going on. But it does kick off on Friday, so you got to check it out. It kicks off at around 7:45 p.m. And this is fun, this is fun for the entire family to head out and enjoy. And there are still tickets available, so you can purchase it. You can head out there. This reminds me of the RGV and getting out there and some bull riding.
A random rodeo in the middle of the year sounds like fun.
It sounds like a lot of fun. And for those who don't know, Esmeralda, the Austin Gamblers are actually last year's champs. They're the reigning and defending champs, and they started off a couple weeks ago, and they've all been competing, and they're going to continue competing. And the entire time, you're able to check out the PBR professional bull riding on the CW on Saturday and Sundays for the next couple of weeks. So you got to check it out, and all we got to do is hope that the Austin Gamblers take it home one more time and become the champs.
For sure. Are you going to be there?
I am going to be there. I'm really excited to be there this weekend. And let me tell you why. Because there's going to be a lot going on. And there is a special celebrity that is now one of the owners of the Austin Gamblers. Maybe that's going to be the interview I have coming up in just a bit.
Maybe you'll have to stick around to the end of the stream.
Yeah, to find out. But there's going to be a lot going on with this. It's really cool. It's something you want to check out. And it's going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tickets still available. It's going to be at the Moody Center. It's going to be a lot of fun. And the really cool thing about this is that it's able to, find something different to do, get people out there. And then the fact that they're transforming the whole Moody Center into an arena, full of dirt and gates and everything for them to go out and to be part of this. How cool is that?
Super cool. I definitely want to be there. Tickets will be available on our website. Not that we're selling them on the website, but the link to the tickets is available on our website, KXAN.com, under Freddy's article. Go to the PBR Gambler Days section, and I'm sure you can find the link right there, right?
For sure. Now, that's not the only thing happening and kicking off on Friday. We have a couple more things, so let's talk about it. The other thing we're going to be watching is Free Movie Night. This is going to be in Georgetown. And what I really love about this is that it's a way for you and your family to get out. Let's say you can't make it out to the Gambler Days at Moody Center, don't worry. There's a free movie night happening in Georgetown. It's on Friday, August 22nd at 8 p.m. It's going to be at the Cross Point Church on 3800 Shell Road. Now, the backyard itself is going to open at 6 p.m. So you can get there about 2 hours before the movie actually starts. And they're going to have food trucks. They're going to have popcorn for free. They're going to have water for free. And they're going to have a whole bunch of other areas, including yard games and a pickleball court where you can play some pickleball. And they're encouraging everyone to come out. It's an absolutely free movie showing of the Lorax. I didn't put that on the graphic.
The Lorax.
It's on the article, I promise. But I didn't put it on the graphic. It's the movie The Lorax that's going to be running. That's going to kick off at around 8 p.m. or sunset. Let's say it's like at 8:10, 8:15. And that way people can check it out. And it's a lot of fun. It's really cool. They're encouraging everyone to come out. Bring your chair, your lawn chair, or a blanket that you can put on the floor so you can check out the movie. Have you seen The Lorax?
I have. It's really, really funny.
It's a really cute movie. It's a lot of fun. And it's a free movie night to get out with the family. So why not get out and enjoy?
Yeah, of course. And it's in Georgetown. So if you live there, it's perfect. If you've never visited, take a drive and have a free movie night in Georgetown. It's a beautiful city.
Yeah, for sure it is. And they're going to have more than what I just wrote here. But, that's one of the highlights of it is that the movie is going to be there. It's going to be absolutely free. So check it out. All right. I have another event that's going to be taking place. This one is going to be on Saturday. And this is really cool. I'm really excited about this one. This is our Clear the Shelters. And it's not just us. It's all around the nation. It's in partnership with NBC Universal and Telemundo stations, along with NBC stations. All of us are working together to help clear the shelters. And this is the peak of the whole thing that we're doing, or that they're doing. It's on Saturday, August 23rd, and multiple shelters across Central Texas are taking part in Clear the Shelters. So if you've ever thought about adopting a dog or a cat and just thought, you know what, I don't have the money to do it, I don't know how I'm going to do this, they're waiving almost all of the adoption fees, or they're reducing the adoption fees. A lot of them in Central Texas are just waiving the fees flat out. There's still some fees associated, but they're making it as easy as possible for you to go and adopt your own animal, your pet, your dog, your cat, and help clear these shelters. There's so many shelters out there that need your help, and this is a great way to do it. Now, the event itself actually runs all month, but as I mentioned before, this is the peak of it. And on Saturday, they're reducing as many fees as they can and making it as easy for you to take some of these pets home. Now, they're encouraging you to grow your pet family, help clear the shelters themselves. Now, I went last year, and one of the cool things was I was able to sit down with this cat. It was a little bow tie cat. I remember it was a little black and white cat. It was so cute. Its back legs didn't work anymore, but the cat didn't care. All the cat wanted was love and attention. That's all that cat wanted, and I couldn't take home the cat because my dogs would not be about it. But I know that the cat got adopted. I got an update from them that the cat got adopted after I featured it. Head on out there. You never know what kind of animal you can pick up, and this is the time to do it.
Yeah, I've covered this event, Clear the Shelters, before in my previous jobs, and it's been so much fun seeing the community come together to make a difference and help their local shelter clear the shelters, literally, so they can have space for more pets, more animals, more dogs, more cats to also be adopted.
And the cool thing is obviously they work with so many vets out there to make sure that these animals are spayed and neutered, to make sure that they can go out, they can go to loving homes and be taken care of. And the idea is to reduce the amount of animals that are out there. All they want is a loving home. And if you can give that to them, let's say you can't adopt, that's okay. They have foster programs. And that way you can get an animal out of there, because the way that they act in there is not the same way. I was talking to, someone who works with a shelter, and they were talking to me about how when a dog is sometimes within a shelter, within the confines of a shelter, and they're within their little kennel, they're barking and barking and barking because all they want is attention. And sometimes that can be a little scary, but in the second that they get out of that kennel,
they're the sweetest.
They're the absolute sweetest dog. So don't walk away from a dog just because it's barking. Talk to the people there. They'll be able to tell you, yeah, every time I take out that dog for a walk, they are the sweetest dog. They love to play with other dogs, whatever it may be. because all they're doing is protecting their little environment. But as soon as you open up that gate, it's night and day. So take your time. If there's a pet, a dog or a cat, check them out, bring them home. Let's clear the shelters this weekend. I want to hear that all these shelters are at 0% capacity. And they get to take a little bit of a vacation, so that way they can get back out there.
And I also want to see all the photos of those who adopt pets. Send us the pets that you adopted. We could feature them here on Weekend Watch next week, and we can just talk about how great the event went.
That's a great idea. If you adopt a pet, send it to us, and we will feature it on Weekend Watch. Make sure you tell us where you adopted it from, so that way we know and we can see it. But I would love to feature a lot of those pets that were adopted on Saturday or even Sunday. You know what? Saturday and Sunday. If you get to adopt a pet, send us a picture. We'd love to see it. We'd love to see it. But Rich Siegel will actually be out there as well. He'll be live this Saturday, hoping to get the word out. So if you see him out there, say hi. And I'll be here, of course, backing him up with weather. So let's help clear the shelters this weekend.
Yeah, adopting from a shelter is so nice. I've adopted from a shelter, not during Clear the Shelters, but you get your pet with vaccines, sometimes with a bag of food to take home, with spay or neuter. They groom them before they give them to you. It's just amazing. You can't get that anywhere else.
It really is. I've adopted a cat from a shelter, Palm Valley Animal Society down in the Rio Grande Valley. I adopted this really, really chubby cat. His name was George. Well, at the time his name was Meatball, and we changed it to George. And he was a little older. I adopted him when he was 8, and I gave him the best 4 years of his life. He laid around, he sunbathed, he loved it. Before he passed, obviously I was very sad, but I knew that for that amount of time, he felt the love, and he would sleep on my chest, and then we would just cuddle, and I could just hear him purring. It was the cutest thing in the world.
Yeah, give them the life that they deserve.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I have another event that I want to talk about. This one is actually going to be on Saturday the 23rd. So when you adopt your pet, you can go to this event, which is really cool. So this is the Dog Days of Summer. This is going to be at Zilker Botanical Garden. And the really cool thing about this is maybe you already have a pet and you want to take them to this. It's a huge event that's going to be taking place on Saturday, August 23rd at 9 a.m. at the Zilker Botanical Garden. And they're going to have a lot of things for you to do with your pet there. Your pet portraits. Now, the pre-sale is already sold out. But they are allowing for walk-ons. So let's say that, someone doesn't take the picture within the amount of time, or they do it real quick, then they have some extra time and they can knock out some extra pictures. They're doing pet portraits out there. They're doing a dog and owner look-alike contest, which is a lot of fun. They're going to have pup pools so your dog can play in the water. They're going to have treats. They're going to have vendors. They're going to have so much more. And they're going to have a pup cup eating contest.
Oh my gosh, my dog would definitely win.
It is so cool. Now, the really cool thing about this is if you're already a member at Zilker Botanical Garden, you've already paid your membership. You just get to go in with your pet. There's no additional fee. If you're not a member of the Zilker Botanical Garden, they're encouraging you to still come out. You can buy your pass. There's no extra fee associated with this. You get to just go and enjoy and be part of this. So it's Saturday, August 23rd at 9 a.m. at the Zilker Botanical Garden. Dog Days of Summer. A lot of fun. Head out there, be part of this, and enjoy, because a lot of people are going back to school or work. They don't get to spend as much time with their pets. This would be great for them to go and enjoy some time out.
Yeah, it's always nice to take your pup out, or your cat, if you want to. Take it outdoors and just kind of get out of the house for a while, right?
Yeah, and the really cool thing about the Zilker Botanical Garden is they always do a lot of really fun, cool activities, but a lot of times they don't get to include the pets. This is a good way to do it. Head on out there, Dog Days of Summer.
And the tickets for this... There are tickets for this event, right?
So, like I said, you buy your ticket to get into Zilker Botanical Garden, and there's no additional fee on there.
Nice.
So once you're in Zilker Botanical Garden, that's it. You don't even have to worry about it. You just walk in with your dog, and you're good to go.
And you can find the link to the tickets on our website again, KXAN.
At KXAN.com. That's right. All right, I have 2 more events that I want to talk about really quickly, and then we have a bonus one that we'll talk about too. But this one's really cool. This one is Le Garage Sale.
How do you say it?
Le Garage Sale. Now, Erica Brennis, our traffic anchor, is the one who told me to do this. She said, you have to include it in there. You have to let them know about this really cool event. Now, if you're like me, you like to do some shopping. You like to do some secondhand shopping because that's just what I do. Now, they have Le Garage Sale. That's happening at Palmer Event Center at 900 Barton Springs Road. It's Saturday and Sunday, August 23rd and 24th. And it's a huge event of over 140 different businesses and local vendors and brands. They're going to have clothes, accessories, home decor, and so much more. And the really cool thing about this is it's an adults-only event. And they're going to have a lot of music. They're going to have coffee and even cocktails for you to enjoy as you're walking around and you're enjoying Le Garage Sale. So if you want to do some secondhand shopping, this is a place you want to go.
And what time is this at?
This one is kicking off early in the morning. Now, they have two different times, which is why I didn't put it on here. Because not only do they have regular times, but then they have VIP times as well, where VIP members get in a little earlier.
Wait, so they're serving cocktails in the morning?
Yeah. Mimosas,
okay.
You know, Bloody Marys.
Trying to get you to shop more. That's what they're doing.
That's all it is. But it's a lot of fun, and they're going to have a ton of vendors there. They do this twice a year, so this is their second one. This one's in August. And Erica Brennis has already said that she's going to be out there this weekend, and she's encouraging everyone to head out there too. So check it out, Le Garage Sale. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think this is the one I'm going to go to this weekend.
Now, the last event that I want to talk about is one that, a lot of people have been waiting for. This is Austin Pride.
Yes.
Happens once a year. And this whole month is Pride Month here in Austin. Mm-hmm. Austin Pride is going to be the event, the festival and the parade is going to be this Saturday, August 23rd. Now, the festival is actually going to run from about 11 a.m. to about 8 p.m. at the Fiesta Gardens at 2100 Jesse E. Segovia Street. And then there's the parade, and that's going to start at 8 p.m. And it starts at the Texas State Capitol, and it goes down Congress all the way to the bridge.
Ooh, so that's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and they're encouraging everyone to go out. They're going to have floats, marching bands, and so much more. And then here's the thing. This year, everything is free.
Everything?
Everything is free. The festival is free. The parade is free. They're going to have different performances by different drag artists that are going to be there. They'll have food trucks. They're going to have vendors and so much more. And all they're doing is encouraging everyone to go out and just feel the love and just be part of a big, fun festival. So the festival itself, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. The parade is at 8 p.m. and that'll run down from the state capitol down Congress. So if you're going to drive downtown on Congress or drive downtown on Saturday, just know some of the roads are going to be blocked because of this. But overall, it's going to be a lot of fun, and they're encouraging everyone to head out because it's absolutely free.
Yeah, and that's a perfect time for the parade. It's not going to be too hot. It's going to be around sundown.
Yeah.
And music's going to be popping. Everyone's going to be dancing.
All of downtown, whether you're going to be at a bull riding event at Moody, which is just a couple blocks away,
across the street,
or down at Austin Pride, this weekend is going to be packed in the downtown area. Yeah. So make sure you get there early. There is parking available for both events or all the events we've talked about. So best thing to do, go to our website, KXAN.com. I have everything on there. But that's not the only thing. Esmeralda, you have something for the weekend you want to talk about?
Yes, I do have something. And let me pull this out. Let's show it together. 1, 2, 3.
Bam!
Uno
That's right.
is rolling into town this weekend. Let me pull up that information from the event because I need to read it. Okay, so this is happening on today, the 21st, at 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And Uno, the number one card game that we all know and love, is coming into town, and it's hitting the road. It's been hitting the road for a while now with its Uno Social Club, and this is a local bar takeover where Uno comes in with themed Uno gameplay stations and Instagram-worthy decorations and photo ops, custom cocktails inspired by Uno's colors, and a chance for local players to play the classic Uno game and create memories with some friendly competition, right?
Yeah.
This is happening at Murray's Tavern today at 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. The address is right there on the screen. Just show up to the tavern. Bring your Uno cards. I'm sure they'll also have some Uno cards there for you to use, and bring some friends. Have a little friendly competition. I love Uno Freddie, do you like Uno?
I do. I busted out the cards here.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. You and I had opened
These
this up.
are different,
You
right?
and I were talking about this.
How do I do
Yeah.
this?
So these are actually a little different. You may notice that they actually have little symbols right there.
Yeah.
And that's for colorblind players. They actually have new symbols, so it makes it easier. If you're colorblind, you can actually play these cards now. And then the other cool thing is they have these where you can create your own rules now.
I think they're all create your own rules, right?
No, not all of them. They have, so you see, they wrote this one in there. It says shuffle hands.
Okay.
You see, but the other ones are just regular. Oh, wild. There you go.
Yep.
And then you have your regular, block and stuff like that. But I was reading some of the rules and some of the cool things that you can actually put on there. And one of the things they have on there was, here it is. Here's some optional customizable cards. The next player must draw until they get a specific color. Interesting.
Oh, that's interesting.
Everyone but you must discard all of their wild cards. If the next player can't play a card, take 3 cards from the draw pile. Take an extra turn, or the next player must draw or discard until they have exactly 7 cards. Ooh.
So there's some twists and some turns.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And those customizable cards, there's 3 of them. So you can customize 3 of them.
Yeah, so here's the other 2 right there. So anyway, so you have 3 customizable cards. Check it out. That event, really cool. That's tonight, Thursday, August 21st. From 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's on 2316 Weberville Road right here in Austin. They're going to have games, music, drinks, and so much fun.
And it says there, Beats by DJ Sunset Canyon. So grab a drink, listen to some good music, and play Uno with your best friends or your siblings or whoever you want to bring out, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm going to keep these Uno cards.
Yeah, you can have them.
Awesome. Thank you. So yeah, don't forget, we have a lot going on this weekend. And then, of course, this weekend, if you can't make it out to Gambler Days over at the Moody Center, you can check it out in CW Austin this weekend. So make sure you check that out. And then, of course, we have a very exclusive interview that we're excited about
right now. So stick around, stay just a little longer. Freddy has this exclusive interview, and we will see you next Thursday for another Weekend Watch. Thanks, Freddy.
Bye. Joining us today are actor and co-owner of the Austin Gamblers, Neil McDonough, and Gamblers CEO, JJ Gotch. They're here to talk about PBR Gambler Days happening this weekend at Moody Center. 3 days of bull riding, concerts, and entertainment right here in Austin, Texas. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
So this is a big event, and I'm going to start with you, JJ, because this is obviously a huge event. How are you guys transforming the Moody Center into a huge bull riding arena?
Teamwork makes the dream work, for sure. We've got PBR has an excellent production company. They take this show on the road. They go from coast to coast, from LA to New York to Florida, and finally here to Austin, Texas. They've got about 12 semis that go city to city to city, and then they pair that up with an excellent operations department at the Moody Center that are able to transform the Moody from a concert venue to a basketball arena, and this weekend, a bull riding arena.
And it's not just bull riding. This weekend, it's not only just 3 days of nonstop bull riding, but there's a lot of entertainment that people are going to be able to enjoy there as well, including concerts, correct?
Exactly. It's a celebration of Western sports, Western heritage. There's going to be great music. Think of a rodeo meets WWE meets a rock concert, but it's
a good way of putting it. Isn't
it
it?
is,
That's
right?
really good.
It's a lot of fun, really, for everybody. Everybody has an opportunity to come out by themselves, with their buddies, a date night with their families. We've got great music on Friday, great music on Saturday. We've got Cowboy Church on Sunday afternoon. So there really is a little bit of something for everybody.
Now, Neil, I have to go over to you next, because you and your wife, Ruve, actually recently joined as owners of the Austin Gamblers. What actually made you want to join, and how has this new adventure been for you?
Well, we were really blessed with a film that we just had come out a couple months ago called The Last Rodeo. And ever since we did that, we've really immersed ourselves, my wife Ruve and I, in the world of bull riding. And last year, JJ and one of the team owners, Egon Durbin, asked if I would like to be part owners of the team. We said absolutely yes. And ever since then, to get to know these guys, how tough these athletes are, how amazing the shows are. But the thing that I love so much, being a devout Christian and a Catholic, is that every event starts with a prayer. There's 18,000 fans taking their hats off, they're grabbing hands and praying for their families, praying for our country, praying for the riders to have safety. And there is no other sporting event that does that. And we brought our kids to the first event that I went to. It was in LA. And you think, no one's going to pray in LA. Everyone was praying. It was such this epiphany of, wow, this is a culture that I haven't really been part of yet. And we jumped in with both feet. And to be there, to see these guys ride, to have that family atmosphere that isn't like any other event. When you go to an NBA game or you go to a football event, you're hating half of the other people. So there's this animosity inside the arena. But when you get to a PBR event, everyone's in it to win it. Everyone's rooting for the 8 seconds. Grandparents, kids, grandkids, everyone's there. And it's this great family event that's so exciting to watch that it's now our favorite sport in the McDonough House. And we support these guys so much. We're watching them all the time. And to be here this weekend in Austin, to watch our boys win another belt this year, bring it back to Austin, that's what we're here for.
So you're actually known for your work in Hollywood, especially for one of my favorite roles, which is Damien Dark in Arrow. Absolutely loved you in that role. But what's it been like, it's kind of stepping into this for you and your family? You said that you've gone out and you've supported, and been there as part of this. Have you personally, tried to maybe let me try my hand at bull riding?
Oh, I try. Well, I trained for about 6 months for the last rodeo on mechanical bulls and horses and such, and production was like, you are not getting on a bull. And then my first time I was like, oh, I could do this. And I saw the guys riding. I'm like, no, I can't. No, I can't. At 58 years old, when I started doing it, I would have died on those. These are the top athletes on the planet. But also, it's the bulls. These bulls are incredible athletes themselves. And I have 3 daughters, and they want to do a TikTok with the bulls because these bulls are they're like rock stars. They're massaged. Their nails are being done. So they want to do a TikTok of a day at the spa with the bulls because they're the most pampered athletes on the planet. And I say, in my next life, I want to come back as a PBR bull.
Now, you brought up a really good point in one of your answers. And JJ, I'm going to go with you next because the Austin Gamblers, world champs last year.
I'm sorry, say that again?
World champs.
Thank you very much.
And this has been really cool. And I've actually been watching the standings to see how they've been doing over the past couple of weeks. Have you talked to the team? What are they doing? What are they doing different this year to try to bring home that championship one more time?
Yeah, I'm with them each and every weekend. We've got, as Neil talked about, not only are the best bull riders in the world coming here to Austin this weekend, but we've got literally the best of the best on our team. And really what my job is to support G-Man, our head coach, Michael Gaffney, 1997 world champion, and allow him to give all the support that we need to do these incredible riders. And for them, they are incredible athletes. They're great cowboys, and they're also super competitive. And while we are the defending world champions, these guys do not rest on their laurels. One of the things that's really important to them is there's been 3 different teams that have won a world championship in PBR teams. Nobody's gone back-to-back. So their motivation this year is, yes, we are super excited to be defending champs. We're super excited to bring the buckle back to Austin this weekend. But the goal is to become the first back-to-back world champions in PBR team history.
Do you think they feel that pressure to represent Austin in that type of way?
Neil and I talked about this a little bit before, and while there is a certain amount of pressure, at the end of the day, confidence comes from preparation, and these guys are true professionals, and they work each and every day, and they know when they get to the arena on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they've put all the work in, not only the week leading up, but the months leading up and the years leading up, and that confidence, and while it's still nerve-wracking, and the guys, there is still some fear when they get on the back of the bull, they're able to focus because they know they put all the work in, and so yes, there is some pressure and maybe a little bit more this weekend in front of the home crowd, but these guys are consummate professionals, and they truly are the best in the world.
And they love that pressure. To have G-Men as the coach and to have JJ as the general manager of the team, there's a recipe of success that these 2 guys have built for our young men. So they're all in it. They know what they have to do. They know what to do to succeed and to bring the belt back. So this is going to be an awesome weekend. It's going to be filled with tons of action, tons of energy. Great music, great everything there, and to watch these bulls do their job is just, it's exciting to watch, and I'm so blessed to be part of it.
And you brought up a good point for those who have maybe never been to a PBR event like this, to see the Gamblers or wherever else it may be. What can they expect out of the riders? What should they look for? What's something that you personally love to see there? And that way people can check it out.
Well, we didn't know, my wife Reve and I, we didn't know a whole lot about bull riding when I started writing The Last Rodeo. Now we're so in it, but to see new faces at the stadiums, to see them watch the incredible, to see bulls do their work, to see the riders do their work, but to see the culture of bull riding, to see all the family environment, to see all the people around and kids just enjoying the heck out of being there. That's my favorite part about PBR, is watching the fans really immerse themselves into this culture and to really have a great family event on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and then to have the the Cowboy Church on Sunday is going to be just an amazing thing for everybody to be part of. I think it's awesome.
Awesome. And you've tried some Texas barbecue already?
We went to Terry Black's yesterday, my first meal as I came out. And I joked earlier, it's like a bunch of Buick hoods with meat all the way back. And, you know, being a Los Angeles guy, we don't get barbecue like this. And I can't wait to keep coming back to Austin and have more Terry Black's, that's for sure.
Awesome. Well, JJ, Neil, thank you so much for being here. And of course, if you want to check out PBR Gamblers Day, it takes over the Moody Center this weekend. Tickets are still available. And if you can't make it, be sure to catch the action live on our very own CW Austin, Saturday night at 8 p.m. and Sunday at 3 p.m. So thank you guys so much for being here, and best of luck.
Thanks
Go
for having
Gamblers.
us.
Thank you. Thank you.